Boy, I got 30 minutes. All right, I'm just going over here, walking over here, see if the Jehovah Witnesses want to have a conversation. This is my wife is going down to the market. Hello.
Good morning.
Can I ask you a question? Huh? I just had some questions actually. You got a minute to ask some questions? What do y'all believe as far as salvation, being saved, kingdom of heaven?
Well, we believe that, paradise is on 144,000 is going to go to heaven. So the paradise is set up when God created earth. He set it up for everybody to live on the earth. Heaven's a paradise earth. So they have the need, be fruitful, fulfill the earth. So we don't believe that everybody's going to heaven. That's what you're asking me now.
No, I'm just asking what y'all beliefs are. So it's supposed to be 144,000 of the elect that are going to be governing the body over the earth, and then it's going to be a great multitude that's supposed to
inherit the earth.
You know that.
Yeah.
Okay, who's the kingdom of heaven?
Kingdom of heaven is
Who are they anointed?
The anointing would be of those 144,000. They will reign as kings and priests. Stand over from the part.
Yeah. So how many gates is it to the kingdom?
Gates?
Yeah, how many gates is it to go into the kingdom?
I'm not sure what you asked.
Simple question, bro. That's how many gates is it? Like, that church has one gate there,
well, there's only one gate to go in there. Unless you're looking at it as being through the 12 tribes. With the gates that that's the way you're doing it.
12 gates, yeah. And it says that the 12 gates are for the 12 tribes of the children of Israel.
Which would make up out of those 12 tribes would be 144,000.
Not quite.
Okay.
My understanding is that, the kingdom of, all right, this is my understanding. The kingdom of heaven is only for the Israelites. On that, Revelation 22:12 says there is 12 gates, and the names that know the 12 gates, and 12 guards on the gates, and the names on the gates are the 12 tribes of the children of Israel. If you're not from Judah to the last tribe, you won't be getting in the kingdom. The kingdom of heaven is only for the Israelites. Only. Well,
spiritual.
There's no such thing as spiritual Israelite. That's a bloodline. I mean, Christ out of his own mouth said he's only come from the lost sheep of the house of Israel. That's Matthew 15:24. What's scripture you looking at?
So it's not just for the Israelites.
Yeah, only. Because the God of the Bible is only the God of the Israelites. Everybody else has their God.
Right, everybody else has their God.
Yeah, so how could it be?
Do some research.
Salvation can't be for everybody because everybody doesn't need salvation. That's the gospel. Like, the gospel is, I think it's around Luke 7 when Christ opened the book and went through the written about the gospel, and That's in Isaiah 61. What you spoke.
Right.
And he tells you who he came and who needs salvation. The gospel story.
Okay, it says here, not only, I'm just going to research, not only did Jesus Christ taught and preach
Where you at?
God's message, Matthew 15:20.
Okay.
Not only did Jesus Christ taught and preach God's message in the kingdom, but he also sent forth out his Jewish disciples to preach with him.
That's not Matthew.
This is not this is the research for it.
Oh, no, I'd rather do the scripture.
The scripture itself, I can read the scripture.
Yeah.
I can read the scripture. That's not the problem. The scripture says, he answered, I was sent to anyone except to I was not sent to anyone except to the lost sheep of the house.
No, that's
what the Bible says. Yeah.
So he only came to this like. That's like if you go to Matthew 1 and 21, it says, and she should bring forth a son and his name should be called Jesus, and they should call his name, and he shall save his people from their sins. His people are the Israelites. Right?
Yes.
He was a Jew.
He was a Jew.
From the tribe of Judah.
Judah.
Okay. And then Matthew 2 and 6. You go to Matthew 1 and 21?
Okay.
Matthew 2 and 6 will tell you who his people are. The Bible was written to Israelites, for the Israelites. The body is
okay, and she would give birth to his son, the same thing. Or he would say his people. His people or all the people.
No.
It's what says Israelites. It's Israelites. You're talking Israel's in that life. But he came to save everyone.
Where does it say that?
Jesus came to save everyone. He didn't come to me. You know what?
And I know where you're probably going to go. I know where you're going to go. But when you get there, read 2 verses up. I know where you're going. Say God came to save everyone. Does God love everyone?
God. Jesus Christ.
Okay. Where did he say that he's come to save everyone? Does God love everybody?
Yeah, he does. If you're doing his will, you have to do his will in order.
Well, that still would be a no, right?
Well, yeah, he loves him. He doesn't hate.
Romans 9.
He doesn't hate him.
Romans 9
He does not hate
and 13.
Does not hate
and
him.
it's quoting something else. I'll tell you where it's quoting.
He doesn't hate him. I'm just trying to see where you're going with your scripture.
Romans 9:13. What does that say?
Yeah, but now
hold on. What does it say?
It does say that. It just says he hated Esau.
Okay.
Well, what did Esau do?
He did nothing. Read 11. Read 11 to 13.
What did Esau do?
He did nothing. It's according to God's election. He made him to hate him. Because he goes on to say, how can you tell the potter how to make his clay, what he does with his clay? He can make man to be good, man to be evil. And that's what God did. He made some men good, some men evil.
No.
Please read 9.
But he didn't
Did you
do
read
that.
it? Yeah, God created all things.
Yeah, he created all things, but he created everybody with free will. So
No.
good and bad came from. Yeah,
There's no such thing as free will. We're predestined.
No,
We're predestined.
you have free will to do what you want to do.
You have a choice.
You have a free will to choose what you want to serve
You
and how you
choosing
want to
good or choosing evil.
Exactly.
Yeah, but that's not free will.
That is free will.
Okay, so you mean to tell me that Christ, if he chose to, he could have not went on the cross?
He didn't die on the cross, but he chose not to be impaled.
Okay,
Yeah. If he
crucified.
had he
That's
won,
the word crucified.
he had
Because he said you know,
No.
it's not my will be done. Because he said, look, if it could, let this cup pass from me, right?
He did say that.
And then he went on to say, but
because
it's
he
not my
respected
will.
and he loved his father, and that's what he did for his father, because his father told him that the only way that anybody can receive life later on is a perfect life for a perfect life.
Okay,
So you had to have the perfect life.
when did Satan have free will to go and do what he did to Job?
Satan had, he had free will.
No, he didn't, because he
God
had to
told
go.
him. God told him go
God
do.
told him
to do.
exactly.
If you think that you can turn this man's heart, then you go.
Yeah,
and he wasn't able to.
That's right.
So Job had free will to do. I mean, Satan had free will.
He had that. He said, I've been coming to and fro to seek in whom I can devour. But he said, have you considered my faithful servant Job? God asked him that.
Yeah, yes.
He didn't say, God, I want to test Job. He didn't say that. God said, look, I'm gonna give you Job, but do anything you want, but don't kill him. He commanded the devil not to kill him.
And he had that right.
Wow, this is mad. Okay, so.
But he didn't actually, Satan had the free will to choose what he wanted to do.
Show me free will in the Bible.
He didn't have.
You will not find that term nowhere in the Bible.
Pretty sure. We have the freedom of speech.
Google, where does it say free will in the Bible? Let's see what they come up with. It's not in there. So, you know.
Yeah.
Probably gonna be scrolling for a minute.
No, I'm just looking because I put in free will, and it popped up with scriptures. It said Hosea 14:4.
Okay.
Here it says in Hosea 14:4, I will heal their unfaithfulness. I will love them out of my own free will.
That's God speaking.
Yeah, but it's free will.
No,
He
that's
gets
God.
free will.
No.
Everybody was created. If you're created in His image, you have free will.
No such thing as free will.
Okay.
You know, we can't. Okay, so.
Well, we gonna agree to disagree.
Okay, we agree to disagree. So you said God doesn't hate. Did you go to Malachi 1?
If He doesn't.
1 and just start at 2 to 4, please. Malachi 1, 2 to 4. What does that say? Get to the part where it says he has great indignation for Edom forever. Indignation is great hatred. He hates the whole nation. The whole book of Obadiah is dedicated to the demise of Edom.
The nation of Israel. He gave them everything, and they kept still.
Not all of them. Not all of them not believe. Because remember, they wanted to make him king. They wanted to take him and make him king. So that was described in the Pharisees and a few others that didn't believe on him. And that was only because he was about to mess up their money. He was about to mess up their way because, remember, Christ said, look, do as the Pharisees tell you to do, but don't do as they do. You know. So, but my thing is, I'd say like this. I'm a Hebrew Israelite. The Bible tells me that. I'm from the tribe of Judah. More than likely, I believe that you're probably from the tribe of Judah too. You can understand that because Deuteronomy was written to the Israelites on their way out of Egypt. And God said that in the last days, we would come and remember ourselves, and it would be profitable that here on earth. Come and teach the word of God as we live. Right? He said, man shall not live by bread alone, but by every word that proceeds out of the mouth of God. Moses was speaking as the mouth of God. Do you agree?
I agree.
So we should be keeping all of the commandments. Do you agree?
No.
I should not live by bread alone, but by every word.
But listen, all right, so you said should we live by everything that Moses had. Moses had some
The law, under the law, yes.
he had Moses had a law, but after God's law, but after Christ came to earth, there was a new covenant that was made.
Who was that for?
That was made for Israelites. Okay. I'm going to go with it made for Israelites. And so, with that being done and being said, what was the new covenant that was made?
But it was
the
made
other
with,
ones, but the
made
other
with the house of Israel and the house of Judah, and it would be that the laws would be written in our hearts.
Right.
And in our hearts,
now,
in our
but
minds.
the other laws, they're like we don't forget them.
No, we must establish the law.
Yeah, we don't forget those laws, but those laws, at the Mosaic law,
Did
when
Christ
the
keep
new
the law?
the new one came,
Did Christ keep the law?
yeah, all the laws in the Bible.
Okay, so we should. God,
no, I'm not saying that. But I'm saying.
So how did you get the kingdom of heaven?
How did you get
Yes. How did you get the kingdom of heaven?
not going the kingdom is going to be right here on earth.
Yeah, that's right. So how did you
To
get the kingdom of heaven?
by doing God's will.
And what is His will?
His will is being out here to preach and teach.
His
Matthew 24:14, he says, preach all the good news and all that have there. Then the end
His will for us is to keep His commandments. His commandments are in the law.
I don't disagree
So,
with that.
okay, so
But
you
what
should
I'm
have
saying
fringes. You should have a beard. Yeah. Huh?
That's just in the regions that you have. It doesn't say
No,
that.
it says it in the Bible. Numbers 15:38. It says, speak unto the children of Israel. What's up, bro? Speak unto the children of Israel and bid them that they make them fringes in the borders of their garments, and that they make upon the fringe a border of blue throughout your generations. As long as we're generating, we are supposed to be having fringes on. Men are supposed to keep their beard. It says that we shouldn't cut into our beard, because that was a custom that when we went into slavery in Egypt, they made us shave our heads bald and called us boy. Same thing they did when we got off those slave ships. They cut off, and they first thing they wanted to do was to demasculate the man.
Would you say Deuteronomy
15:38.
I'm just trying to say something. Because see, what you're I hear what you're saying to a point, but there is still not Deuteronomy 15:38. Deuteronomy 15:38.
No, I said numbers.
Oh, no.
My bad if I missed it. And the reason why God gave us this commandment is to remember to keep all the laws.
Remember all the commandments of Jehovah and observe them. You must not follow your own heart. I don't see nothing said you gotta keep your beard.
I can't.
See, so these are.
Yeah, you do have to keep your beard.
Oh, yeah.
Well, like I
I
said,
can find a scripture for you. You want it?
yeah, give it to me.